Hi everybody. This is a very quick video on the completion of your art project called Complete the Picture. It's really very much a matter of observation, of looking at the picture you have and figuring out the other part of it. What would be needed to complete it. In this case, it's an outdoor scene, a landscape, with this actually is half of a tree with a field of yellow flowers with a little bit of red in it, and some mountains in the back, and some puffy clouds, and a lighter sky. I suggest that you use color pencils for this, not markers, because color pencils can give you the shading and the light and the dark values of color that you can use. And you can blend them, you can mix the colors. So I looked at the different colors here and I went to my color pencil box and I couldn't find the exact color for everything. So I thought I might put colors together. So I picked a brown for the tree, and I keep a scrap paper on the side so that I can test my colors and see what they look like. And if they don't look right, I can fix it or change the color. In this case, I needed a very dark brown, and I didn't have one dark enough. So I figured I'd use the darkest brown I had, and I'd add a little bit of pencil to it to make it darker. And then I needed a green, like this, and a little bit of a lighter green. Sometimes you can't get exactly, but you can come close. So I had two greens, one for the darker green and one for the lighter green. And then I had a kind of a golden yellow for the flowers. And then I looked very closely. That's why I say this is a lot about observation, looking at your picture really closely. And then I had a little orange for those little orange parts of the flowers. And then in the background, there are some mountains, which are, or they're trees rather, I'm sorry, they're trees. They're very dark back. So I took the darkest kind of blackish green I had. Once again, I don't always have the exact color, so I do the best I can. And then I had the sky. The sky's darker here, and as it goes up, you see it gets lighter and lighter. So I figured if I pressed on the color, it would be darker. And then as I got to the top, I pressed lighter and lighter and lighter, and it would get lighter. And I left the clouds white. So there are my colors that I'm going to work with, and my pencil to help. So the first thing you need to do is glue the half or the part of the picture down that you have, and make sure you have enough room for the other half. You can use the pencil as a kind of ruler. If you lay your pencil down and I figure out the picture goes to here, I can see, did I leave enough room? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a little mark there that tells me this is where my picture will end. Right about there. Gives me an idea. Now, I'm going to try and complete the other half. I don't have to make every little leaf. I sort of want to get this sort of curly, free shape. Doesn't have to be exact. So my tree is this wide. So my tree is this wide, and I'll put a little mark here, and that says that's as far as my tree goes. So I'll just try and very lightly. This is called blocking out the drawing, so I know where I'm going to go. There's a little piece coming down, and then it kind of comes up, and then my tree trunk, the other half of my tree trunk, comes down to here. And already I'm starting to get the idea of, I think this should be a little bit rounder. You see, I'm just kind of lightly blocking in the shape. Then my field of flowers goes straight across, right through this part here. So this will tell me if I went down far enough, right to the end. No, I think I need to come down a little bit more like that. Now I've got some trees up here, some dark color, there's some dark colored trees. If you leave a little thing out here and there, it's all right. You're just trying to figure out how to complete the picture. I'm looking for the same sort of shapes of trees, and it goes right to the end. Now for here, I will need something like a ruler or something with a straight edge so that I can finish where my picture goes. So I have my ruler, and I'll just go like that. And I think I'll continue across like this. So this tells me this is the space that I have down at the bottom. Let's see, I should carry this all the way down. And right to the bottom, so I know how much space. I'll take this little extra piece away, and I'll lighten that little mark I made and take that. That should give me about what I need. So I have my tree, my trunk, my field of flowers, my trees in the background, and the red, my cloud. And my cloud comes to about here. Very lightly I'm blocking this in. And you can have a different kind of cloud. You can have, remember, the clouds don't have to be exactly the same on both sides, so I did change it a little bit. I put a sort of puffier, bigger cloud up there. And the rest will be the sky. So let me erase the line that goes through my tree, and I'll start with my tree trunk. I have that, what I think is my darkest brown. I'm going to try it out. Not bad. And I will fill in. Oh, my pencil is a little bit wonky, and I dropped it so many times that inside it's all broken. Okay. I'll follow it down. But I don't think it's dark enough. So I really want to add some pencil just to make my brown a little darker. Okay. To make my brown a little bit darker. Now I'm going to start to do the leaves. So I'll take my green, and it's sort of little squiggly lines because I'm not trying to get every little leaf on the tree. It's almost like a little scribble. And it's fun because you don't have to be exact. You can go up and down and scribble around, and there we go. Do my tree in little scribbles. However, part of my tree is darker right in here. So when I do it, I'll take the darker green that I have and just go in there too. Oh, that turned out to be a bluish green. So get in there. Okay, and that's basically what you do. Here's my sky. I can start my sky over here much lighter, hardly pressing at all. But then as I come across here, I start to press a little bit more, and you can see that it gets darker. And that's how you work with that until you are all finished. And there we go. I don't think that came out too bad. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is doing this, takes a little bit of work, observation, look carefully, and try to finish up the drawing. So until next time, bye.